Hello folks, we're starting the stream. Now I'm gonna just continue leveling up my fort. I need a few more levels until I stop leveling up in this frontier. I won't get to the max, of course. So I got to 28 in the Hived frontier and I've got some quests to complete and finish in that frontier. Still,
The goblins won't stop.
I think there's just 2 or 3 quests left, maybe even one. We'll see. Now let's teleport there. And I didn't seem to find the waypoint in the Hived habitat. While I was recording a video today, I went there again for the 3rd time and there was no waypoint in that zone. Kind of annoying, but we just have to go through an extra loading screen due to that. I'll try to get to 35 in this frontier today. And I can probably get to 36 in the Goblin frontier after that, just one more level. And then I'll just stop playing this guy and I'll go back to my high level characters until, and hopefully that would actually happen for a new system of the XPing after 35 to be introduced. Because the current rates just don't feel right, don't feel good at all, and just don't fit this game to have such a grind after level 35. At least not the way the game is set out to be at the moment. It just doesn't feel like a game that needs such a amount of time spent for a level up. But all the way to 35 seems kind of okay. Or maybe let's say all the way to 30, because after 30 it kind of starts being... So I think I only have a quest in Hived Central, so let's go there. Actually I had to remove this sword and put the poison one, because it was more damage. What's this shrine? Purity, okay. Nothing special, but still good to have it. Okay, an extra elite, so now that's gonna get... Okay, almost there. Both talking about the level and the dungeon. Both are almost there. Okay, there we go, leveled up. So for now I'm spending all the skill points in Rapid Strike to get that extra damage. Let's see, this is 10.9. Should probably go to 11. Yeah, 11.1. If it's 0.2 or 0.25 for each level, I've got 6 more. So I'm gonna squeeze a bit more than 1%. Maybe 1.5 if lucky. depending exactly how much I'm gaining for each level of rapid strike for this, and how it rounds up the numbers. So what's my quest here? Go to the Swarm Cave. Oh, that's in a different zone. Swarm Cave was here. I'll have to go there afterwards. Might have been too late, but I'll have to finish it. For now, I just need to heal 20 hive hits and probably the boss after that in this.
Time to vent.
Okay, where should we go? Let's just keep moving. Eventually, I'll reach the boss. There's barely any hive hits on my way to there. Kinda strange for a map to be so badly. And this is kind of the level 30 dungeon. It's supposed to be the final dungeon in this zone, yet it's kinda shit. I'm not gonna even bother with killing some mobs. Let's go to the Hive Citadel and rush towards the boss from there. I'm gonna stop if I find like a elite monster or legendary monster or a unique one. Okay, boss time. Oh, and there's a chest. I have to make sure I don't enter the portal after killing the boss. Sometimes I end up doing that by accident. Oh, is it just this netherlink? Although this netherlink does a lot of.
You feel much healthier.
I don't have physical damage equipped, physical defense armor equipped.
You can't use that skill.
Kept pressing the wrong buttons like W instead of number 2 and stuff like that. Like
You
pressing
are
one
overloaded.
row under the number. Oh, what did I just put here? Okay. Anti-toxic gloves. Not bad ones, but not really something I'd prefer over what I'm using. I was just writing in Discord, got some messages. Also, if anyone wants to join me, I'm in the official Torchlight Frontiers Discord in the Hive channel number. I will stay in this frontier for another like 5-6 levels, so there's enough time to play. I could probably farm a bit in this public zone for another level and then move on to mapping. How am I doing with the money? Good enough for maps. Or maybe I should just move on to mapping. I don't seem to have gotten a good layout of this map. I'll see if there's I need two good spawn spots close to each other to run in between. So maybe there's gonna be one over here. This seems like a contender for a good spawn spot, but no, it seems to be terrible. Yeah, maybe it's best to just move on to map for now. Let's go back to the town, turn in the quest, maybe do the other Hive quest I forgot to finish on the other zone before this. The one at Swarm Cave.
I'm sure we can help. Hi there.
My Bane's level 64 now.
How much are you
When
looking
will
to
this
spend?
endless leveling of the weapons finish?
See you next time.
So off to Swarm Cave, I'm hoping it's a decent level so I can get XP from there. Okay, it's close by at least. This will not give me XP, so skip. Level 25, I probably won't get XP, but I want to finish the quest, so I can just probably rush through the objective. I don't even know what the objective is yet, because it hasn't loaded completely on my quest log entry. QT thing, the devour correct nether essence, so there should be some netherlings or something like that. I don't know why I'm even bothering killing those when I know I won't get XP. We'll know for sure now after I kill those. But there's 4 levels difference, so there shouldn't be XP gain at all. Yep, my XP is not moving. At least I got some potions out of it. Okay, let's talk to Zaya to the map works. Grind. Was it Zaya? Yeah, it was Zaya.
You have completed a quest.
So I think that was it from the quests I could complete that are not broken. Those two are broken for me. So now it's the real grind. That's what's starting now.
Hey.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you, Void. So yeah, I'm continuing from where I left off yesterday, and it's time to craft some maps. Some Torchlight Frontier maps.
Item has finished crafting.
Okay, it finished crafting. I think 2 maps are good enough to have as a backup. Let's start crafting the third and enter the portal. How's your leveling going, Void? As soon as I hit 35 in Hivit for this dude, I'll probably stop, so 5-6 levels to get today, which are the toughest 5 or 6 levels. until 35. After that, I don't even want to try.
Crafting complete.
Just started now, I'm currently 16. But got the ray glitch again, happy face.
Oh, interesting. That must be something that's happening quite. I couldn't move away from the poison, I'll probably be dead now, yeah. The game wagging is kind of messing with me.
You feel better.
On a toxic map, of course I'll get a toxic map for the first map I'm doing on this guy.
Time to vent heat.
This is gonna be a slow map. I probably won't be able to complete... well, not that I won't be able, but I wouldn't want to complete the full map. And just... Toxic is not so pleasant to do, but it has to be done eventually. What dropped? Poison focus. That's not a bad one actually. Heat from rapid fire reduction and steam dissipation. I kinda ran out of things to get rid of. This is a good upgrade though. Crit chance and poison defense. Upgraded. Of course I'm not expecting my cannon skills to crit, but my melee ones crit quite often. Okay, let's try rushing this map as much as I can. Just skipping a lot of stuff and just focusing on the elites, the big bulks of monsters and the boss.
Who's up? LOL.
Who's OP? Oh, OP... Or more like not the mage is being OP, but the other class is being underpowered.
Use more skill.
That's kind of the correct way of looking into the game. The Forged and the Realm Master are kind of underpowered, whereas the... But even then some mage builds are more... Not the most pleasant map to do when you're playing a close range class. So have a way of dealing with guy from afar. It's mostly those toxic fields. You can see what happens when I stay inside them. My just health starts melting. It could be worse when it's 2 or 3 overlapping poison fields. Then you just start losing your HP so fast that you can barely even see what's happening before you're dead. Okay, I'll just try and kill some little bit of monsters and just rush towards the boss. Not gonna be the most amount of XP from this map, but not much can be done about it anyways. And another thing that I'm not really fond of is how my poison dart looks the exact same as those toxic fields. So I kind of sometimes can't tell the difference whether it's my field or a monster's toxic field. Probably should remember to put that in my feedback form when I'm writing the next batch of suggestions. I'm not seeing any elites here. Yeah, let's just move. Ah, there we go, an elite. Oh, this guy keeps stunning me from afar. Yeah, not gonna bother. Did you see him? He wasn't even near me and he kept stunning me. This has been happening since this last patch update 6, and this is a seriously broken bug for close range monsters to be able to hit you as if they are long range monsters with the stun. Not with their normal attacks, but and since it's not a projectile, you could see like the arrows which you can dodge easily. It's even more OP. I'm sure they know about it already and it's gonna get fixed soon.
Time to vent.
Day after might be a hotfix as well. They usually do hotfixes on Tuesdays, Wednesdays.
Your health is low.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Anyways, I finished the map, so all I need to do is just go back to my fort. I got the XP from the kill, that's all I needed. I'm not gonna bother with this toxic map. I'll just start the next one. The boss, by the way, the boss of this map also has a toxic modifier. So he's also pretty annoying to deal with up close range. This is not a bad one, but let's just get something else. In the meantime, I needed to get rid of some gear. This leg armor for the Goblin Frontier should go there.
Crafted item is now complete.
Okay, let's take that crafted map and start the next one. So a few more levels, then I'll be back on my max level characters. As I said, I won't bother leveling up until they fix the system after level 35. It's just not worth investing that much time for the little reward you're getting after update 6.
Item crafting is complete.
Yeah, I need to wait for everything to start loading up. It's kind of lagging yet. Oh, no, there we go. There was a legendary monster that we couldn't. Okay, getting that XP. What map are we doing? A damage enhanced map. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm loving it when I manage to hit so many monsters with my charge. Or ramming robot as it's actually called.
Vent heat to use more skills.
Oh, this was nice. This was really nice. The way it played. Okay, and they should be that anytime. Now with the Might Shrine, things are starting to look even better. If only this was the actual damage of this class. Would have been more on par with the mage. At least the Cyclone damage seems to be the way it should be when it has the damage shrine. So I guess double the damage would be okay for Cyclone to be on par with energy spike spamming.
You are near death.
Your struggles are over.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't escape from this place. I tried using my charge, but maybe it was in cooldown, because it didn't go off. And there we go, level 30. Let's get extra damage for Cyclone mode. Shocking maze. What a shocking discovery. Chance to poison. This might be worth taking, but the DPS loss would be quite big.
Finally caught another stream.
Hey Ward Buttnuts, thank you for the bits a lot, mate. Much appreciated. You're the MVP, man, and I'm glad you were able to catch on another stream. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been, dude? Did you manage to get invited to the game, or do you already have an account that's approved for the alpha? As for catching streams, what's your schedule? What times are you usually online and able to watch? Because I kind of got into a regime where I just wake up in the afternoon, I do my build videos, and then later in the evening after dinner I start streaming. But this might change, maybe next week after I'm done with all the build videos, this would probably change. And I might stream during the daytime as well. I remember you saying you were going someplace like camping or something like that, if that was you.
Time to vent heat.
I hope I'm not mistaken, but yeah, that's the last time you were on, that you had to go camping for a while. Oh, some more elites. Let's kill those first. Actually, they won't die even if I kill the boss. That
Vent excess heat.
okay, nice combo. Quit. I like it when sometimes I manage to get the timing of my combos and it turns into a as if I'm not doing different skills but one long combo. It looks nice, but most of the times I can't do it. Still not used to playing this class as good as I'm with the other two. As for this, it's not bad, but I'm gonna lose
Lord
some bow.
Buttnut, thank you for the cheer of 500 bits.
Wow, look at my bot. My bot's been so slow. That was a few minutes before the bot wrote this. Oh, bot. Poor script. It's kind of slow today. The bot must have been in the toilet or something. Bonus to critical hit damage. Yeah, I'm not gonna be critting with my cannon much. So, I think that was it for this map, although I did miss this extra zone there. But let's just not go back and start a new map. So 5 more levels, then I'll maybe go grab level 36 in the Goblin Frontier, cause I just need a few percent.
Time to vent.
And then I'm gonna go back to the Mage and Realm Master gameplay. Well, I'm not sure why, but your messages didn't show up on my overlay while I was playing. Now I out and tapped and I see that you've wrote you've been busy helping your fiance move and stuff like that. And that you actually did go camping. Okay, so I actually remember that, nice. Oh yeah, when you're sunburned you know what you need, some aloe. If you have some yogurt, that's what we used to put in our country when someone got sunburned, but it's not really better than just some medicine and some aloe. I hope you do make it into the alphas. Just keep paying attention to the official streams. They usually do Fun Day Friday streams, and it's not guaranteed that there would be giveaways during those, but every now and then there are some keys thrown out and about in the chat. And when there's big streams, there's
Oh, I've
giveaways
just
that you
been
can
busy
sign.
helping my fiancé move. Also yes, I went camping near the beach and now I'm sunburned as all hell.
Oh, look at this bot. It's so slow. Let me quickly restart my restream. I think restream servers are probably overloaded.
Completed.
What I'll also do, I'll go back to my OBS and reset the chat box. Just like that, hiding it and re-showing it, it would reset it, because it's also Restream that's handling my chat box.
And no, I didn't make it into the alpha unfortunately.
Look at that, what's with this delay? Wow. Well, I'll just pay attention to the other chat where it doesn't have delay. Let's see how many seconds. And my words with OBS have been very slow the past few days. See. Okay, maybe after this map I'll do a test of each different words to see on those. But let's finish the map. Also, I'm getting this shitty layout again. So on this layout I'll not bother with the dead ends, I'll just rush towards the boss by killing some elites on my way. Clusters. Like this one that we've just cleared. Okay, those are just two, not gonna waste my time on those. This one though, those could be pretty dangerous, especially on a damage enhanced map mod. So I just try to keep going behind. Okay, that's it. Let's keep going. Oh, another group of elites. Okay, let's just group them up all together. And then you beat the shit out of everyone. I managed to survive throughout all the whack. It was nice. Yeah, this was nice. I love that. Turned out pretty well. Okay, nice. What my character is so far, this is the easiest and fastest damage. The Realm Master is probably favorite. This is my least favorite, but probably because I'm playing it after update 6 and the leveling up is kinda slow past level 30. Kind of level up after level 30, so maybe that's the main reason why I'm not enjoying this class as much as the Realm Master. But the mage is my favorite mostly because it's a ranged class and it's a mage and I usually like playing mages. But this class, it's not a class that I'm hating. It's just bad timing for me to be playing it after update 6. The leveling pace all the way to level 30 is amazingly nice. But after level 30 it slowly starts to get slower and slower and slower and slower. Until one point most people trying. I've been leveling new characters because they calculated that so, and then it will keep growing up to 7-8 hours, and then eventually almost doubling the amount of time you need. Someone made a rough estimate that you need like 160 maps or so for the level 49 to 50. But I might have been more than 160 maps. In any case, it's too grindy currently. After level 30 it keeps getting slower and slower and slower. And we have no idea what the new season of the contracts, how much XP we would be getting, which frontier the XP would be going towards and all that stuff. But the contract system would ease in and help us make the... From all the negative feedback this generated, per queue after level 30, I'm assuming they'll do some changes to that system. If they don't, many people might either stop playing until there's more content or would just play their high. I'll be one of those people who would be just playing my maxed out characters until they change. If they don't, I'll just avoid leveling new characters all the way to the 70 should be the limit. But I've been having a blast playing this character, it's fun. I also made quite a few builds, different... I've got videos for 3 of those builds. The build I'm playing now was added today, and I made a build video for it as well. The main reason this build didn't exist in my document before is because I didn't have much experience with the class, and as I was leveling up the class, I kind of made this build on the go by experimenting with the different skills, seeing how good each of them is. Mid this seems to be the for this class.
Time to vent heat.
For the class was this one. My document didn't.
Test.
But I've added it today to this document, so that's nice. Added some remarks in my build, which level skills are good to be leveled up first, which one should be one, like this one. I'd think co-launch at level 1. Max out Vortex Bomb, and if you can get some cooldown reduction for Vortex Bomb in such a way that you do Vortex
to use more skills.
and have Vortex Bomb ready. Currently I have to use co-launch in between when I'm spamming single target bursts with rapid fire. Yet, but it's not maxed out, it's only level 4. Maybe at level 12 with some cooldown reduction items for it, I'll be able to just use Vortex Bomb, and I'm assuming I'll probably play Shotgun Blast or Rapid Strike. Let's see. I might try with Servo Driven Uppercut, but for extra stun, this is a really good choice to go here once I remove Cold Launch. But I'll probably try and go for Shotgun Blast there. So I think I said that in the video as a remark. Okay, let's kill this elite. Now I need to get rid of some items from my inventory. So the hatch could give you decent amounts of cooldown for Vortex Bomb. I'm assuming this can go all the way to 14-15% on legendary item. I'm still to get a legendary armor for this guy on any frontier, so I really have no idea how far those percentages for the cooldown reductions and all that can go. I'm hoping someone would feel brave enough to make a database for the game later on. Maybe just a spreadsheet that a specific gear SWAT could get, and the values for the different rarities of those. Like per se, this can go between 11% and 13 or whatever. I'm not sure exactly how much the faster. Maybe let's say at level 50 this can go up to etc. heavy defense. All that, it needs to be collected some. But even if we don't get the base values, like how much DPS and how much defense, the mod values are really needed, like cooldown reduction, extra damage added to etc. skill, additional bolts and all that. It's good to have them categorized somewhere, if not on a database website, on a spreadsheet. But this project would require a lot of items or confirmation from the devs. If someone can even data mine it, it would be nice, but I don't know if it's possible. But yeah, if someone decides to take on such a project, they would have to get a lot of information about same items with different mod values to see where the minimum is and where the maximum is. Okay, let me get my map and start the next one. Like, I know this blade can go to even over 20% crit hit chance. This one is 18.1 versus burning, but I probably have one with 20 somewhere. This one is 23.9, so it could probably go all the way to 25. And all the way down to 17 probably.
What's your favorite class so far?
Crafting complete.
If my voice keeps cutting out and it's not just you, people can confirm it. Maybe I'm not holding my push to talk enough. And I also saw you said something that Borderlands is not my style. But it is exactly my style. Borderlands is my favorite looter shooter of all time for now. And it's the game So Borderlands, and this would be the every now and then I'll be streaming some other games, even single player one.
I'm most likely gonna try the Robos.
But yeah, look at this restream chat being slow as hell today. It's funny how it can be that slow. I've never seen such a huge delay, like minutes
First
and minutes of
asterisk.
delay.
Time to vent heat.
But Borderlands would be something I would probably buy in the summer, like a Burner 100 with all the like. I think it includes the something like that. They're always fun and are always a good investment. Of course, it's better to buy for dirt cheap, but I probably wouldn't want to wait.
You can't cast that spell here.
But before I found Torchlight Frontiers, I had a huge period of not knowing what to play and what to stream, jumping from one game to another until Torchlight Frontiers came around my horizon. So it is something to keep me busy, even to get me like build videos and video overviews of the class. And Borderlands playthroughs on different classes. As well. You know. So I can't wait to see what the new classes before, but I'm sure on the new game. The guy with the illusions in Borderlands kind of character like that. Gonna be good with pistols. As for Torchlight Frontiers, I can't wait for to be introduced. I've always liked playing ranged classes, as I said. Just if there are no archers that are your typical class. And something that this game probably might do is make the mages glass cannons, because the mages currently can be as tanky as damage is kind of like 25-30% more than the others, the damage per second output. So if they make them more squishy, it might add a bit of balancing, although I think it's better to just make the other classes more powerful than make the monsters strong. Sickness? That's an interesting name. Swipe's not the husband of sickness. Never knew sickness could be female. But it's like gender neutral in English. Just think, I wasn't holding mouse was yeah, I had to just do some bit of sniping on those, because they can be very annoying with all those. Stun walks can kill you easily in this game if they don't nerf that ability of melee monsters stunning from long range. This one might be good for this frontier. It's more DPS than my current one, so I'll use it. I don't need the extra HP per kill, but still better than nothing. And my restream chat disconnected, so hopefully it will be better once I reload. Let's see my stream, if my stream is lagging. Doesn't seem to be telling me I've got dropped frames, so since there's no dropped frames, just probably the stream laggy. Yeah, that could get me maybe to the end of this map if I keep speeds. Spot for and my pet should be back home soon. Elites. Oh yeah, I'm loving the amount of elites I'm seeing. There's some more at the top. So far, I think 3 elites within the first 3 sections of the map.
You are overburdened.
Preventing me from looting new stuff. Let's group those up. Ah! Of me and kind of split. But sometimes I don't. So I'm really looking forward to when they would add some options to control what the pet is doing. Even if it's like the old Torchlight to have a defenses, different types of behavior of the pet. And the lightning bolts currently are very powerful in any type of build. So implementing shock and gear like this one, 2 additional bolts fired on shock and like this one chance to shock. This type of gear is good in any build regardless of what weapons, what elements, etc., what skills you're using. And just go.
You are dying.
Okay, there we go. Rapid fire for the win, for single target. Slug shot and it doesn't seem to be as good for single target. It's end up and one they don't have too much HP. But when there's like a lot of HP on the target, I think rapid fire seems to be the best one from all the skills. So, any good? No. Well, this map's almost over. I'll just check quickly on the other end for an elite or a legendary monster. It seems to be pretty clear. Okay, let's kill whatever's left. Oh, not Imperial Outpost, my bad. I have to wait for the cooldown. And this timed out message that was so caps lock, I wish I knew what it was. My bot would have showed it to me if that restream chat didn't glitch out. Okay, let's start the next map. Slowly getting there, getting to the level I want. I might get bored from this character before I end the stream today and then end up playing a bit of a mage or realm master for the last few hours of the stream. Although if anyone is playing the game and wants to join me, feel free to. If you're also using the official Discord, the Play Torchlight Discord, I'm in the Hiveit channel 1 there. Oh, there we go. Level up. Look at how many hits I did and it didn't of them. It's a toxic map, kind of a bad map to do on a forged. For the moment that's a lot of damage, but that's also a high risk of dying due to the toxic fields that spawn under their feet. Fighting next to hitting the other monsters and they're just damaging each other with the Bane special.
You're badly hurt. Vent excess heat.
The lead group. didn't let that run away. I wonder if I should even bother killing all the high-bit pots. And I can just kill the eggs and the little monsters around them and just move. There.
You're close to dying.
Ah? Well, I rubber banded. That wasn't good. I rubber banded from here all the way there. And I was dead by the end of the rubber band, as you can see.
You feel refreshed.
Instead of bothering to resize the window of the game. Yeah, I tried to resize it just now, it didn't work. That I'm not seeing right now, due to what I just accidentally did.
Time to vent.
Tab or something. Let's go here first, before going where the boss is. So now I can't see my XP bar. And just for anyone who might be interested, before we needed around no more than 3 maps in the High-Bit Frontier to gain a level up. Now, as you can see, 30, it keeps growing this number, more and more and more and more, until at one point you would need over 100 and something maps.
more skills.
Okay, extra defense. So as for this, maybe it's not as good as the other one. I'll try using it though. Mostly why I want to try using it is because it has a chance to poison, and I really need that. Being able to poison without using poison dart means I can proc my Bane more often.
You're refreshed.
Buy one. Oh, it's glitched. It doesn't. No, not. Come on. Nothing's happening. What the? Only. It's like. If only I had this mechanic on my mage,
Time to vent heat.
where if I put this Q here, it doesn't use it. Hover the mouse over the enemy. Kinda broken, but I'll fix it with restarting the game.
You can't pass that.
Usually when you hold shift and you hold left mouse button, it how I managed to unglitch it, but start my game so I can fix my window size. Okay, let's quickly do a quit game. I'm gonna do a BRB until the game loads. No point of you just watching some loading screen. In the meantime, I'm checking if I can restart Restream again, because it doesn't keep to load up. They're having probably some issues with their server. Another annoying thing is on the Arc launcher, when I go to library and I select Torchlight Frontiers, it minimizes my Arc launcher, and then I have to click it from my toolbar or taskbar, and then I can click play, which is kind of annoying, and it's something that Torchlight has nothing to do with. It's just Perfect Worlds 1 being buggy. It was fixed some days ago. It wasn't doing that. I think before the last patch, for a while, for like a week or so, it was working fine. Then it started doing this again. As soon as I select Torchlight from the library, it immediately minimizes the launcher and I have to just open it again. up the game, I'm even also loading my... I'm loading up my, what's it called, my fort. I also wanted to test something. I wanted to test my alert widget because it seemed to not be working properly. It seemed to be delaying. So just a second, I'll do a few test subscriptions and follows and all that. Okay, follow is working.
Life support systems repaired.
This is working.
Life support systems repaired.
This is
John
working.
donated.
This is
Crafting
working.
item is now complete.
This is working. Okay. Just rewarding the scene to fix all the counters back to where they were before. So I don't know why I had some delays earlier and yesterday and the day before. Those are words. We're ready for the next map. Let's move and do it. It's good that they've added some tips during the loading screen and made some loading screens animated and stuff. Oh, double HP map, and it's a cursed chamber. Yeah. It's as usual lagging in the first few seconds of the map. Now I can't even move. Okay, now I can. This map, I'll just rush the elites. It seems to be the best way to do it that way. It's mostly with undeads, so there won't be much density. I'll just check for some elites. If I see a lot of monsters on the same spot, I'll just burst them. That's this guy with the OP stun. Look at him, he's stunning me from such a distance. Which Oh, legendary one, nice. Okay, that one defense won't do much difference, but the extra crit chance might as well do a bit of difference. Because this is getting stacked up with the crit chance I'm receiving from this 20.16% crit chance.
Vent heat to use more skill.
I think this character can have a viable crit chance, crit damage build if you manage to find a weapon that gives you crit chance and an offhand that gives you crit chance of over 10. That would give you 20 plus 20. Or if you have a weapon like a Cinder Blade that gives you crit
Do that here.
to enemies that have specific status on them. In such cases it's viable to go for crit damage on one item like the weapon and crit chance on the other item like the off. Or if you get a weapon with both crit chance and crit damage, there are some like those. That's gonna be okay.
Time to vent heat.
Chance is good for this game. I've noticed that past 30 it starts. But if you don't have your crit chance over 30, there's no point of trying to stack crit damage bonuses. But yeah, with this character you get crit chance to melee, whereas with the mage you can't get crit chance unless it's from the gear. And on the Realm Master, I think that could help with that regard. This guy can also get crit chance for Swag Shot if you keep leveling Swag Shot. So this can be massive damage boost when fighting bosses. You would be critting with every hit. Fire. In one of my builds I've put Swag Shot, but I don't have it leveled up to test it, and I probably never would unless I make a new Forge character and level it up for a Swag Shot centered. Okay, do we have anything that we've missed, like this zone here? Did we go there? We haven't been here, okay. I just group them up, whatever can spawn, group them up and AoE. And back to the base. I think I'm gonna do a couple more maps on this guy, then go on the mage or on something else. Void, yeah, the game is not popular with viewers yet. And the main reason is because it's not easy to get into the alpha. I've noticed that most people watch games that and not all, most people watch games that they actually play just to inform themselves about builds or just because they want to see how someone else is doing. with the same character or the same build, or just if they have a favorite streamer that makes builds. I know I used to do that when I was playing Path of Exile. I used to follow a few different streamers and people that made builds on YouTube and Twitch, because I just wanted to know more about their builds and how they're progressing with the exact same build I'm using. And this game, first of all, it doesn't have much popularity because of that, because not many people are playing it. And on the other hand, there aren't many people that even know that game exists. They haven't done much marketing besides just some news articles every now and then. It's too early though, it's too early for the game to try and to build hype. Because then the more you hype the game, the more people's expectations keep rising, and the higher the chances of them getting disappointed at the end would be. Borderlands is a good example of the exact opposite. There were barely any news about the game, except some demos from different game expos.
Crafting complete.
This would be an amazing damage, but I'll lose the poisoning. I probably should still go for it though. And by the time they released this good trailer with the mashup of different weapons and classes and combat and all that stuff, by the time Borderlands released this trailer, people didn't have any specific expectations, they just knew it's gonna be the next Borderlands game and so on. And from the trailer it does look nice, it does look like exactly like the old game with a new engine and with more enemies, with more quests, new characters, new storyline, or more like continuation of the old storyline where you find the map of different votes in different planets. And this one, it's probably a follow-up to Torchlight 2 story-wise. I'm looking forward to the story that Sean has penned. Currently the quests are just some placeholders. This is not what the quests would be. The game would have a story and all that stuff connected to it. I think when it's closed beta, that's when they should really bump up the marketing. Doing some giveaways, like massive giveaways to different websites where people that play the genre, like MMORPG.com, MMO Bomb, MMO site, and just a few other MMO websites I can name at the top of my head. So yeah, at closed beta they should start giving every player keys to give to their friends. Like give each person 3 or 5 keys, let them invite their friends by word of mouth. Start putting ads on different websites when it's close to launch, close to open beta. Probably get some of the big streamers from Diablo, Path of Exile, to review the game when it's close to open beta. Because I'm assuming they're gonna be targeting the people who play those games as their potential customers. I forgot to use my poison dart earlier. Still not used to the combo of this class, and I'm not And I keep getting this annoying layout, the cursed chamber. It's the worst map layout for the whole frontier. Maybe I should just rush towards the boss. Okay, elite type. No boss? Maybe I need to go this way. There we go. Have my might shrine. For some extra XP. The good thing so it's shitty layout, this exact shitty layout allows for rushing towards the boss. Wanna skip most of the trash monsters. Okay, let's go back to the fort. I'm not gonna play this shitty map again. I'll just start a new one. There's just too much running and backtracking and zigzagging. Ah! Did I start a goblin map by accident? Seriously? This is not good at all. Yeah, I must have accidentally started a goblin map somehow. I'll just get this level 30, what's it, 32 in the Hive and then I'll start playing my mage for a bit. Maybe the Realm Master after that for a bit as well. Okay, good. Now let's wait. Oh, poison resistant. Okay, okay. But it kept shooting, stopping, shooting, stopping. Again, it's this map. I'm not gonna do this map. I refuse to do it 3 times in a row. I'd rather lose that goat I've invested in the maps than go through the torture of doing that map all over and over again. Now if it's another curse chamber, I'm just going out in F4. I'm not gonna do the stupid curse chamber. I want some other maps. There's 5 different map layouts, I think. So there can't be just the same one.
Completed.
Fuck this bullshit. Yeah, I'm just gonna play another character. Four curse chambers in a row. This is just ridiculously stupid. What are the odds of 4 maps in a row being that one from a pool of 5 or 6 maps or whatever? Okay, what build have I got here? I've got my regular build. And I've got my high vid gear. I really want to use my goblin gear because I've done enough high vid for today. So let me equip this, this, and should I equip this? Yeah, let's equip this too. This is a lot of damage, but I'd rather use my Hydret for the mana regen and the crit chance. So that's my goblin maps. Now there's not gonna be a cursed chamber, at least because it's a different frontier. So fuck this RNG.
Your crafted item is ready.
Emperor excavated mines, nice. Just testing the wag. Okay, it's still wagging a bit. As you can see, this guy keeps moving, not attacking. Oh, it's simulator, fuck. That's the worst, you can find yourself stuck inside a wagging bunch of monsters. So someone on Discord was suggesting that knockback is a good synergy for this build. Yes, it is, although there aren't many targets that would survive long enough to even have a point of having the knockback. At least when you have good gear, maybe while you're leveling, if you get lucky to get a knockback item, sure, keep it, it's gonna be amazing with this build. But it's just gonna be useful for me currently on elites and stuff like that. And I'd rather go and do this on an elite instead of trying to use energy spike with the knockback. Another thing that is good, spirit well, it's good for any build. I just think that I don't enjoy much playing it unless it's a spirit well oriented build. I can't afford to spend skill points now on spirit well, because I had to level different skills. But I wouldn't mind if I had an opportunity to copy paste this character and reset its skill points. I wouldn't mind doing that. But this is not a game like Grim Dawn where you could do this. So yeah, it's on the server side, it's not on the client side, so I don't see myself leveling up another mage, so I can try another build completely. I can still do a Spirit Well build, but it will be a level 1 Spirit Well. Until maybe item is added. But even then I'll have to spend a few weeks grinding in order to earn enough skill points to completely change my build. Like I'll need at least 20 skill points to be reset down to level 1 of some skills and to level 4 of another skill. How much damage to Unholy Bolt do I get from my current gear? Just 16. You can get damage to Unholy Bolt on the gloves, so you can actually get pretty decent amount of damage on it. You can get around 120% weapon damage for each bolt, and that's 3 bolts, so like 360% weapon damage up close, point blank. And that's without counting consecration or the dark buff bar. I try to get the dark buff bar charged up only for bosses. I usually use Holy Bolt, but that got nerfed. This got nerfed to like half of what it was before. Before I needed only 6 Holy Bolts to get my dark bar charged up. Now I need like 12. You can see now. I needed like 7 and it was already here before that. But yeah, as you can see, it's much easier with this character, and that's the end game, that's level 50 monsters. And even if I were to change all those yellow items with blue ones, it would still feel kind of easy and not as difficult as it feels on the Forged. Let's keep going. I'll do a few more maps on this dude, then I'll go to my Realm Master, because I haven't played that for a while too. But yeah, I've had enough of that Cursed Chamber for today. I'll try again to level up some more in the Torchlight Frontier tomorrow on my Forged, but the RNG was not on my side today when it came to spawning normal maps, not the piece of shit cursed whatever it was called. Let's keep sniping some. Really enjoy sniping them from afar with this because it has a good reach and it's really precise where you shoot it. As you can see, the damage here is 50.48 weapon damage on the tooltip. That's a pretty nice amount of damage. So that's why this skill is most mages prefer using this skill. I can probably play around with a beam build now for a moment. Let me quickly swap around some stuff. As for entropy, I think entropy needs to be faster in regards to how fast you cast it. Reduce the mana cost and make it cast faster. Or maybe the mana cost is okay. Yeah, the mana cost is okay, just make it able to cast faster. As fast as you can cast, what's this, like, as fast as you can cast Absolver, Unholy Bolt and Holy Bolt. Now where is that skill I needed? This one. I'll play a bit with the beam build. Let's just do some Dark Spears only damage. You can see most of them can even just die from Dark Spears without even having to. If you have Consecration and you're standing on the circle. The first map. It's actually something. I've never gotten the boots for this set on a mage, I think. Wood Beast Sandals. What do I get? Energy cost for Holy Fury. More damage for Entropy. Okay, okay. This is exactly for the build I'm playing now. Because I swapped it. Now, let's do this then. Let's do it that way. Since it gave me, was it cooldown or damage for Entropy? Damage, 20%. Not the cast speed, although I wouldn't to keep preserving this it definitely feels like a skill that needs to be boosted slightly speed wise to be on par with energy spike, which you can just spam like this. Powerful, you saw how it monsters that were standing there and all the monsters here with just one hit, just one cast. And you can get extra damage to entropy from too. I like some this class, just good skills. Although currently with just 11 skills it is limited how many builds you can make, but you can still make 3 or 4 distinguished builds. Skills that won't feel like either one of them won't feel like you're playing the same build. If you're using a specific skill just for something else, then you can just down mode and demote it to a passive only, and I can probably put Radiant Blast here, which I really want to see at max level. Do you see that that bonus? It's 41.7% damage bonus at level 1. At level 2 that's over 500% bonus damage, and the base is 40 point something, 48% damage is the base. So, and that is the base with the level 1 bonus, without it maybe slightly less. So that's, let's say, 45% base, 500% bonus, and weapon. Sadly doesn't work bosses as you've just seen. Another thing that could be good is, let's do this here. This is also a good combination of skills. And on bosses it's gonna give you some decent amount of damage. Of course, if I was using my regular consecration with Unholy Bolt, this boss would have died in 3 or 4 hits, probably. But with this build now, he couldn't even reach me. Unless I stood next to him. Everything seems to be loading now. Let's do one more map on this character, then play a bit on the Realm Master, just some variety to be added to the stream. I haven't had the chance to farm on this guy, and I really want to farm some electric build. Koulibaly, sorry for noticing your message too long. I'm having issues with the chat overlay, so while I'm playing I'm unable to see some messages. It is a good game, I really enjoy it. If you're still there, hope you can hear this. Yeah, dude, I'm enjoying this pretty much. The game is still in early alpha, it's still in development. I'm not gonna do this map, by the way. I'm gonna try another better one. So yeah, the game is still being developed, so there's a lot of things that that are gonna get fixed, added. You might wanna try this. You might wanna go and visit this link. You can see what's being added in the game in the near future and in the far future, and what is being worked on as hotfixes as we speak. Oh, wrong map, wrong frontier. I personally enjoy the game. It's the game that could actually hold me for the longest amount of time to play it in the past 2 years. In the past 2 years, I couldn't play a game for more than a month, and I've been playing this one for more than a month already. And I've gone through all the different ARPGs that I could go through.
Crafting is complete.
As for Void, what you said, this is a glitched quest, I think. So just kind of might have to wait for a hotfix for it. If it's the Imperial Guard, those crows, those question marks, you have to open some dead corpses of soldiers. And that's kind of what the quest is, so try to find some dead corpses like this thing, but actually lying on the ground. And that should where the Imperial Notes or whatever it's called is. So yeah, now I'm just experimenting, messing around with skills I normally don't use. Currently I'm using this skill, this skill, and this skill, and this skill that are not on my build. My usual build only contains my number 2 and number 3. So I've got 4 skills that are not part of my main build. So just know that it won't be as effective as just messing around with skills that people don't always play in their builds. At least we got a good map, the best map we could get in this frontier. I'm really looking forward to a class that would be like a necromancer but a nethermancer, like a demonologist, a warlock or whatever you want to call it. Someone that summons a lot of nether monsters and has like a huge nether demon fighting by its side all the time. And maybe an option to choose between a ranged and a melee demon that are mutually exclusive, not being able to cast one while the other is up and stuff like maybe a mage demon or a tank demon, like Netherim, like a Netherim brute or a Netherim mage, maybe something like that. Being able to cast and just to follow you around all the time. Like of course needing 15 or 20 skill points to unlock it. And if it dies you would need like some seconds, like 20-30 seconds before you can cast it again. But it would be nice. Just playing with this spirit well kinda got me thinking what other monsters a class centered on summoning might be able to summon. Even if it's just for 30 seconds with a 60-second cooldown, it's gonna be quite nice. 30-second duration, 60-second cooldown. Or 15-second duration, 30 seconds cooldown, or 45 seconds cooldown. It would be nice to have such a skill, even if it's not on a Dusk Mage, on a new character that's centered around summoning Netherim, casting curses, wife leeching and stuff like that. Like draining their souls for mana and HP. Okay, it's entropy while charging my and just a few must have been some glitch because and it stops the beam how it should be. Okay, now I'm pressing number 4, nothing's happening, weird. As you can even probably hear it, I'm pumping number 4. It doesn't want to cast my summons. Okay, it's glitchy, what's happening? My number 4 keeps making me walk down, like as if I'm holding S. Let's see if this fixes it. Okay, now it fixed it, but my mouse was here. It cast the portal there. This is something terribly wrong is happening with the game the past few days since Friday. I don't know what they did to the game on Friday, but something kinda got very wrong there. It's been wagging a lot, it's been rubber banding. People have been unable to teleport from the first time. So sometimes you have to like enter a portal or teleport to a zone twice or thrice. So entropy is not a bad synergy to a beam build. Of course, the spirit well is nice too, but you have to cut off the beam while you're casting those. But of course, the beam is good for single target, whereas the other helps you with dealing with some of the trash mobs around you. So you can cast number 4, like you can cast spirit well, you can cast an entropy to clear out some of the trash and just blast away the beams to get rid of everything else. And maybe the best thing to start the combo with would be Dark Spears. If you max out Dark Spears and Radiant Blast, you can get up to 3 instances of Dark Spears at the same time. Currently I've only got Dark Spears maxed out, so I can get 2 instances of the skill, as you can see, running at the same time. But you can get for like a second and a half. With maxed out Radiant Blast, you can have for a second and a half 3 instances of the skill. And if you add some things that reduce the cooldown, like items, with Dark Spear cooldown reduction, that further adds on to this. So you can probably keep the 3 going on for like how many seconds? 3? 2.5, 3 seconds, maybe 4, depending how much Dark Spear cooldown reduction you can get. And the nice thing is you're not stacking duration, but you're stacking cooldown reduction on the gear. Okay, I'm just playing around with this build to anyone who might be joining stream before I said it earlier and after I said it earlier. Just messing around with different skills. How many monsters can I kill with it? Another thing that I didn't say yet today, get something with freezing and chilling if you're using a beam build. It would certainly help, especially once they fix the slow to be maximum 80% slow. Currently you can get 50 from this and 50 from this, and they stack all the way to 100. But a future update would make it that you wouldn't be able to slow for more than 80% slow, which is still pretty much OP. I mean, 80% is almost the same as holding them in one place, because you're gonna be faster, so they still won't be able to reach you, even if it's just 80% slow from all types of sources. Okay, let's try a combo here. 1, 4, 2.
Mana is low.
I'm gonna use my relic weapon, another Dark Spear, so he can't reach me. Yeah, good melt. Pretty good melt. So let's go and try the boss. Let's see how fast we can melt the boss without a relic weapon, because its duration is gonna expire. Got just 10 seconds left. Oh shit, I didn't see its emulator. Yeah, kill the monsters first. This guy, you cannot do 100% slow on him. because he's a boss. But I'm hoping the 80% slow would work on him later on when they make that the limit. As for this item we got earlier, nothing special, pretty crap. Health sec per second regen really needs to be reworked, as does the, what's it called, the health per kill or health per killing a specific monster type. This one health on Netherrealm, health on Hive, health on killing goblin, all those need to be reworked and scaled properly. Let's go play a bit on with my Realm Master.
I'm sure I've got something you need. Thank you for shopping.
Okay, let's see what maps I've got and what maps I can craft. I seem to be wearing my goblin gear, so probably I should just do some goblin maps. I can also play both with the train build, with my conductor of flames, the flamethrower and shotgun blast train build, or with my lineage build. The lineage build only requires 60 levels to get it. So it's pretty easy to get that build to its full potential by just getting 30 levels in each frontier. Because you only need those 5 skills at level 12, and you need this skill from the relic weapon, from this relic weapon. So I'm stacking bolts on shock with this character. Only got 4, I think, yeah. Should I craft something? 200 stone. Yeah, I need to gather some stones. I do have cores for either of those. I do seem to have the other materials, just not the stone. Although I probably don't have enough storage room to start crafting more relic weapons. Okay. Let's play a bit with this dude and then switch to the train dude. Okay, it's lagging, as you can see. Now they started. The whitening boats you're seeing, this is something that got added with the latest update last week. With update 6, and it's amazing. You have a chance to shock, and when shocking you can spawn those boats. I've gotten them up to 8 on some characters, but you probably can get it all the way up to 10, I think, with the right items. Update 6 made this build more powerful than it was before. So I'm really enjoying playing it, even though it was my main build for this class before. It didn't change how I think about it, although the update changed how I think about the train build. Before I didn't feel like it was worth playing it. Now the train build I do enjoy playing. I'll show you why. You cannot have flamethrower and mortar at the same time. You can also not have shield and shotgun at the same time. So for me, probably the best thing to go in regards to this build would be shotgun and flamethrower as a combo. As you can see, the flamethrower is amazingly powerful. Although the train is a bit slow now, it's slower than it was before, it seems. So this is probably one of the main reasons why I don't like playing the train build right now. But on bosses it's nice. But when you're running around the map, you're really kinda very slow with the train. You're fast, but the train isn't. So yeah, the only choice would be to just make some big gaps in between, so the train wouldn't have to go all the way, and it would have to just be respawned on the new spot. Okay, I'll go all the way here. I'll go all the way down there. I'm just gonna get them all to spawn up, and on my way back I'll kill them. One has a projectile that's piercing as an active, so it's nice when they line up. And this one fires in a straight line, so it's also nice when they line up. This one can melt bosses, as you probably see at the end of this map. The flamethrower car is just OP on bosses. And when you combine it with the passive of firing every now and then, and the passive of this firing every now and then, and you can even add a sword smash if you want to on your first mouse button for the boss to increase the burning. It turns into a pretty powerful build. So powerful. Like if you keep this weapon as your relic weapon, on bosses it's gonna give you attack those lightning bolts. Deal additional damage to the additional spawns of the bosses without having to actually focus on the spawns. Help you deal with the ads, just using the relic weapons attack speed. Although I'm not sure whether this would proc the lightning bolts. If they're on your weapon, they surely wouldn't, but if it's on the offhand, if the offhand gives you chance to shock, maybe it would still proc. That is up for testing on my end, so I'll have to test it as soon as I get an offhand with that. Maybe they decide it's gonna be good balance to make only the weapon and offhand be able to give you the chance to shock, so that you wouldn't be able to stack it with a relic weapon. With a relic weapon active. And needless to say, busting charge is amazing on any type of build, be it a train or a lineage build, because that's extra vulnerability. You can make the monsters, as you can see, take additional 85.4% damage. And was there another thing that could give more damage? Only this thing. This seems like a secret wall, but it's not, but it does look like it. Yeah, we got emulators. I'll probably do a few more maps until midnight because I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, so I have to sleep. I have to go to sleep early today, and it's 11:39 p.m. So I'll just do one more map maybe after this, and then call it a night for today. Tomorrow this would at least give me some chance to do my build video early, since I'll be waking up early instead of in the afternoon. So as soon as I return, I'll start doing my next mage build video. And if anyone is still watching and wants to see one of the two builds I'll say, let me know which one. I've got two more mage builds that I need to make, and tomorrow I'm gonna make one of those two as a build for YouTube. One of them is a beamer, so a build that's centered around Holy Fury. The other one is the Spirit Well build, so it's gonna be either one or the other. If anyone feels the need to vote on this, just write which build you would wanna see first. Because I'm taking turns. After I do that mage build tomorrow, the day after that would be for the train build I'm playing now. And the day after that would be for one of the forge builds I made. So I'm just taking turns mage, then realm master, then forged, until all the builds have been made into video. I am thinking of making a lineage build with train in it. So I'm thinking of making something like this later on. Not yet, maybe next week. Something like this. Or maybe without the sword smash, but with the flamethrower car. Maybe it would look like this actually. Probably I'll have to place this somewhere else. It could look like this. This seems to be something very overpowered on bosses. I could probably get rid of the pound and add another train car. I'll actually try this on the boss, just to see how fast the boss gets melted with this build. It would be probably my hybrid ghastly conductor, as I wanna call it. It has ghost train, but it also is a conductor of flames. So maybe conductor of ghosts or ghastly conductor is what I'll call this build. And it's two train cars, the build train, and 3 lineage skills. So it's 3 on 3, a balance between the two trees. And it's using the two most powerful damage-wise skills, the flamethrower car and the ghost. And it's also using busting charge. Oh, did you see that? Destructible item, a destructible object gave me this item. And actually it's less defense, but it's better because there's chance to bleed. And this health regen per second I don't need, and that 0.4 gearwork I can live without. Actually I needed some stone. So yeah, this build would be actually pretty nice, pretty powerful. And it's something as an extension to the lineage build. If someone decides to go the lineage build but feels that it's not enough, this might be what they would wanna spend the skill points on, if they don't wanna save them for when they add more skills to the game. I do wanna see how fast this combination of skills would melt the boss. It would have been nice to be wide world map, because a wide world is kind of my benchmark boss. I think my record with the mage is 6 or something seconds for a kill of wide world. With this class, I think I recorded it once, around 20 seconds, with the flamethrower and shotgun car with the conductor of flames built.
Your endurance is running low.
And that's talking about a level 50 wide world in both cases, on level 50 characters. So let's go right after the boss. Straight up going for him.
Your pet is running away.
I don't think I could cast my train cards quickly enough. Yeah, one of the cards was missing, I think. But anyway, just the way it is now. Probably I should have casted this more, the ghost train more. I need to find the best combo. Seems like starting with the train, then quickly after I've summoned the train and both cars behind me, doing a blasting charge, doing flamethrower car, a hammer spin or two until ghost train is ready, then ghost train seems like the good combo. And then again trying to do this or this. Maybe I shouldn't use the active shotgun car and just use flamethrower and ghost train for the most burst. Let's see the drop. Pretty trashy drop. Not worth keeping. Okay, let's do one more map with this dude and then I'll call it a night early today. Okay, just 4 seconds, that's nice. So it works as if it's in the town when it's in the fort. Oh, and this is not bad. This is actually... If only it had more damage though, if only it had more damage.
Crafting
I
complete.
think 1000 is the maximum you could get on the legs on a green item. And this one seems to be pretty close to it, so... Losing some defense, but I'd rather have the damage. Okay, next map. Yeah, I'll keep playing with this experimental combination of skills, where it's neither lineage nor a train build, but a mixture of both. Having Ghost Train while keeping Flamethrower car is kind of like I've always been wondering if I could do that, and it seems like I actually can now. Since it's an upper crypt, I'll actually rush towards the boss. And those maps are kind of the worst, because it's an undead map. Okay, let's get them to spawn up here.
You are exhausted.
Oh, this was a dead end, my bad. So this way should not be the dead end. Oh, hotfix? No. Nice. Some quest blockers fixed spawning issues. And characters who are missing skill points. Yay! Extra skill points. Good, good. So yeah, as expected, hotfix early in the week on Tuesday.
Your endurance is low. Your pet has fled.
Oh, my pet fled right before the boss fight. Actually, that's not the boss fight. There's actually one more level, I think, before the boss fight. Yeah. So there's enough time. I'll quickly rush towards the boss, finish it, and then call it a night. I'll use the opportunity now that I've got this shrine to reach the boss faster. Yeah, legendary monster, let's kill it. Did you see that? Almost one shot with the Might Shrine. Pretty fast. As for why the others didn't take damage from my hammer spin and stuff, no idea. Probably some wax and stuff. And rubber bands. Before I start attacking the boss, I wanna spawn all the ads. I've gotten blue gear from those spawns here. Did my pet go attacking the other dudes here?
Your endurance is decreasing. Your pet has returned.
I didn't even get to use my ghost train on him. It was a fast kill. Okay, let's woot and bounce. Life bound chest, don't need it. So thanks everyone who watched today, who joined the stream. Thanks for the cheers, follows, and all the good stuff. I'll be ending the stream in a few seconds. See you later and tomorrow, guys, and keep it cool. Goodbye.